Taiwan's military is looking to buy 30 more Blackhawk helicopters from the U.S. and upgrade the ones it has on hand to better carry out attack missions. This would involve buying and converting more missiles and rockets. But is this the best move for Taiwan's defense? To find out, I spoke to Raymond Kuo, a security analyst at the Rand Corporation. So Taiwan wants to upgrade and purchase new Blackhawk helicopters for the Army. How would this help Taiwan's military?
The Blackhawk helicopters, especially these attack variants, could be useful. So you can think of them as very mobile, highly mobile attack platforms carrying air-to-ground missiles, rockets. These can be very effective in sort of a counter-lodgement mission. So if the Chinese were to land on Taiwan, you could send a flight of these Blackhawks through and kind of wipe out either the ships or the landing vehicles. You know, if there's an invasion, China's going to be launching a whole bunch of missiles. They're going to be trying to take out infrastructure. They're going to try to take out responding Taiwanese units. These Blackhawks could potentially fill that kind of gap. That, you know, if tanks or wheeled vehicles are having difficulty getting to the beachhead.
When we talk about a conflict over Taiwan, one concern is that Taiwan would have a difficult time protecting its airspace. Would that also mean that these helicopters are vulnerable to that?
The problem is that helicopters can be relatively easy to shoot down. So even though the Chinese will be attacking infrastructure, they're also going to have up a whole bunch of missiles to take out any kind of aircraft, fixed wing or rotary. And so what you need to do is that if you want to have this kind of, not just a system, but like a whole unit devoted to this sort of counter-lodgement mission using these Blackhawks, they also have to be well protected. So they're going to need, the Taiwanese will need to establish at least air superiority so that these helicopters can navigate and operate more freely. You'll need anti-aircraft missiles so they can shoot down any sort of intercepting Chinese jets. It adds certain capabilities, sure, but it will also add a whole bunch of requirements to make sure that these helicopters can actually carry out the missions that the Taiwanese seem to be aiming for.
Taiwan's military has also put an emphasis into this capability to respond quickly to whatever threats it faces. Do these helicopters help with that strategy?
Obviously, if the Chinese are landing special forces, then you're going to want to have these Blackhawks on hand to be able to really rapidly respond. But, is the juice worth the squeeze? Is the maintenance, the upkeep, the training that's all involved in these helicopters? Is that worth it? I mean, you could get some of that by just pre-positioning Taiwanese forces around the major landing beaches.
That was Rand Corporation analyst Raymond Kuo.